Terrifyingly fast, and why players are fearing Damascus and why fans are favoring Damascus to go as far as they're predicting.
Damascus Gaming are your Region 1 NCSA champion!
Nice, excited. As I'm in the corner, got to deal with the nonsense again. Oh my God.
But yet another young all-star on their way up. Chuleta with the W here tonight for TNS number 6.
And should Gambler not drop this should be it. Gambler shall make top 8 with the pop-off.
Alright, good morning everybody. Do we have audio? We do have audio. How's everyone doing today? We are going to be doing a little bit of a watch party for the Beacon World League, my apologies. It has been a morning for me. I was up, having around taking care of some other responsibilities before I was able to jump on the stream. So we are going to get this thing up and running here. I believe Neil's going to be starting off his first match here in about 2 minutes. So we're going to take care of all this stuff. But how's everybody doing? Hope you all are doing well. We are not going to be doing any type of casting attempt with this at all. I do not know the maps. I was going to have randomize on casting for a while, but unfortunately, he also has some stuff going on today, so he can't do that. But it's all good. We're just going to be hanging out and having a good time. But let me start working on getting into the matches here. So I do believe Os is going to be hitting me up here in a second. Let me see. How's everybody doing, man? Hope y'all are doing good. Alright, which one, spectator? And here we go. Sweet. Thanks, Neil. I appreciate you, man. Hope I'm getting to the right one. I see you. We're good. Alright. Man, we back in Trackmania again. This is awesome. Let's jump on board. Wait, Neil, are you in the match yet, my man? Or am I on the wrong map off the rip? Oh, no. You're still getting in. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, buddy, while Neil's getting in, we will be right back. Alright. Neil's officially in the match. They're all warming up, waiting for the broadcast to give the green light, and they're going to kick this first one off. Like I said before, this is not going to be a casting attempt. I do not know these tracks. I will not be attempting to cast them. But I do hope that you all enjoy watching Neil race around the track as he works his way to get points today in Division 1 of the Beacon World League. And I will let you know, too, he is not feeling good today. He's actually been sick now for the past 2 days. Was telling me this morning he's had some really bad headaches. So he's going to be battling through it, which will not be easy for him, but that's what separates the amateurs from the pros, man. Being able to push through adversity. Alright, good luck, have fun's in the chat, and here we go. Now, from what I am tracking, and I will say, I do believe it is the first one to like get points on the board. They are subtracting down from 100. I believe that's the setup of how this one works. But I will say these tracks are looking really, really good. I was able to watch Neil practice on a couple of them. And these are not easy tracks to compete on. Really excited to see how Neil's going to do with these today. And he was telling me he hadn't really had time to practice at all because he wasn't feeling very good. But he is really holding a good time right now. Neil just showing why he's one of the best tech players to fly around these tracks, holding a really, really good pace right now. Very impressive. And it looks like it's gonna be Energies comes across first. Neil behind by literally 6 thousandths of a second. So yeah, is what it's looking like. So you get... Oh, I take it back. So it's elimination style. So if you get 0, then you're out completely. Makes sense, makes sense. We're learning as we go. That's actually a really cool idea. I like that. Beacon, I might have to hijack your tournament idea. I'm kidding. Why we always got advertisements playing in the background, dude? That's crazy. Crazy. How's everybody doing, man? We got anybody hanging out in the chat right now? I think, it's looking over like about 5 people watching. Not sure who's active in the chat, but if you are, either on Twitch or YouTube, reach out and say what's up. Right now we got 4 players. It looks like it is once again Energies with Neil's shaving off 0.04 of a second. Energies has still not taken a loss on one of these rounds yet. Or to see that Megorian is down 20 points. And Paco's down by 14. With Neil maintaining a really good pace right now, he's able to only lose 8 points right now in these first rounds, which is really good actually. Let's go, Neil. Come on, man. And we got a first place set of Neil on that one. Energies will lose his first 4 points. We are doing good. Very nice race by Neil once again. Taking first place. He's getting warmed up here. And Energies did have a mistake, so he was knocked down to last place. He will lose 10 points this go around. You can see Megorian is already dropping below 70 points here. As we move on to the next track. As of right now, the score is Neil in first, Energies in second, and Megorian and Paco tied for third. Like, Neil is struggling a little bit with this track. But he is working his way through as best he can right now. Nice moves by him. As him and Energies right now are battling over third place. And Megorian and Paco are fighting over second. Oh, no. And it looks like nobody's clearing this. Yeah, talking with a bunch of the players that were looking at getting into the Beacon World League, they were all saying how absolutely challenging these tracks are. Really even making the Trackmania World Tour tracks really easy in comparison. Obviously, none of these tracks are easy, even for the Trackmania World Tour, for players like me that do not play competitively, but for guys that are competing at the highest level, for them to be saying how hard these tracks are, should really go to say, this is not an amateur competition. These guys are really putting in a lot of time and hours to be able to put up times like this, and you can definitely see that even though Neil's not feeling the best right now, he's definitely pushing through it, and he's able to really keep up here with the leaders right now. And he's able to come in second right behind Energies. And I do recommend that you give these a try. If you play Trackmania, or if you don't play Trackmania, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I can jump in, I can do this with no problems, I highly recommend you give it a try. Trackmania is unlike any other racing game I've ever tried before. It is not forgiving in the slightest. It takes a lot of skill, and these players put up a lot of hours to be able to do this. And it looks like Megorian did make a mistake and launches off the map right there. Energies and Neil right now fighting for first place pretty hard. Not sure what happened to Puss, but it does look like it's going to be a battle for the first place here, with Neil getting a little bit of an edge right now. But the question is, can he hold it through to the finish line? He is getting close to the end of the track here as he's working his way through to the final jump. And he is able to keep it. An impressive run by Neil. As we go into round 3. I will say I'm definitely a fan of the graphic style of these tracks. I think they did a really good job with these. Josh, I do not, boss. Like, from what I'm picking up right now is that it's elimination. So the guys, if they get down to 0, they're knocked out of this, basically, is what I'm seeing. So it's kind of like a battle royale. In a way, I guess. Yeah, okay. Yep, makes perfect sense. That's kind of what I was seeing when I was watching it, so... It's a really cool idea, actually. I like it a lot. Makes sense. Okay. We are seeing some really good life right now out of Puss and Megorian. They've actually taken over this run of the track as they come into the finish line. So Neil will bleed 7 points on that run. Energies will bleed 10. Puss will not bleed anything, and Megorian will lose 4. Neil right now is in a really good position. He is 10 points healthier than everybody else right now, which is really good to see. And once again, it's very impressive that he is not feeling good and he's still doing this. Oh, he does bump, unfortunately. That is going to throw him wide. The question is anyone else going to make a mistake? But with the level of that mistake and how much speed you have to maintain to get through some of these parts, I don't know if he's going to be able to get through this one or not. That's 7 seconds back. That's a really hard one to come back from, but that's okay. Mistakes do happen, and we just keep pushing through them. How's everybody's day going? Hope y'all are doing well. Everybody say hello to Nightbot. And with that, yeah, I know it definitely seems like that, unfortunately. He's been really struggling over the past couple days. He's got some really bad headaches. So the fact he's powering through this right now is a feat in and of itself. And being able to put up times like this, the fact that he's even close to the top is very, very impressive. Really just goes to show how excellent of a Trackmania player that he is. But Energies is 1 point healthier than Neil is right now. Megorian is in the hot seat, as he's got to start getting first place runs in, or he's really going to be out of this in the next couple of rounds. Really depending on how these next tracks are going to go is really going to depend. Because it can all turn around very quickly. Nine seconds left. Oh, there we go. 1 second left. Randomized, we're rocking the DG skin of the NAC today. Make sure you go check him out today, by the way. A lot of things happening across Damascus Gaming. We've got Trackmania tournaments today. We have also got a arena tournament happening later in the evening. And I do believe we got some Mortal Kombat stuff happening today. I know we have some Mortal Kombat stuff happening tomorrow. SRTV will always be doing their runs on the Sundays. But let's get back into what's happening in front of us right now with Neil and Energies fighting for first place. I think Neil wants revenge for what happened on the last run. So he's ready to come into this track swinging. As he is showing really good life right now coming through. We always talk about how Nix is a really outstanding dirt racer, but don't ever count Neil out. He is really good across multiple textures as well. And he is able to come across within a really impressive lead. 0.3 of a second in front of Puss, who was behind him. Really outstanding run. And is able to get really a nice little separation between himself and the other players here. If he's able to keep this up, he should have no real issues going forward here. I do gotta say, I'm really liking the Beacon World League map style. It's a very impressive style. They did a really good job putting these together. Oh, and Neil does bump a little bit there. Luckily, it's not too bad of loss in time. If anybody makes another mistake, might be able to get back up in front of this right now. But he is separated by about 0.6 of a second here. He is slowly gaining on energies as we come through. It's got to happen now. He's got to make a move. And he is actually able to get up to third. Sniping Puss right there in the end. Megorian with the first place run there, able to keep himself a little bit healthier. He did have a little bit of a mistake there at the beginning, a little small bump. It is early enough in the track, though, that holding a good line should be able to help him get right back up with the leaders. As we can see right now, Megorian and Energies are both fighting hard for first place. Puss is right behind him with Neil. Watching all the action in the rear, but working hard to get up to where he can engage. And unfortunately, his front right tire does come off the track, and that is going to pull him out of this one. Looks like Energies and Neil are going to be tied up here. And Puss is going to go below Mag now. I gotta say, Josh, I really do like this tournament style a lot. I think it's really cool. This is a good one. This is a good one. Really good line here by Neil, working his way through. And unfortunately, Neil does come there in last place in that run. What is going on, Iridium? How you doing, man? Yeah, Randomize is going to be doing the NAC today. I'm taking over running the Beacon World League stream. I'm not really casting this, I'm just kind of talking. Was something auto-modded? I'm using Restream to do this, so I don't really get all the commands. I don't really get what I'm doing. It's just on Twitch. So this is going to both Twitch and YouTube. This is the 360 ice I've heard so much about. Oh, randomized. I didn't even see you did anything, boss. That's funny. Yeah, so this is one of the tracks that I was actually able to watch Neil practice on for a little while. That 360 ice is unbelievably challenging from what I've been hearing. It really gets a lot of people. It was the great equalizer when I was watching Division 2 a little bit earlier today. "30 minutes to the NAC begins. Randomized, getting ready for that. As he is prepping. He'll be rocking, by the way, the Damascus Gaming Trackmania skin, which is both epic and awesome. And everyone should wear it to show our support. Because, yeah, DG's awesome. And I do believe that Randomized did say that if anybody else does wear the Damascus Gaming Trackmania skin, that he would give them a check. I'm not sure how much money he was talking about, but that is in the future. I want to look into that. Very nice. Very smooth there by Neil coming through that 360. But yeah, if you want to make some extra money by wearing the Damascus Gaming Trackmania skin, make sure you get with Randomized. He will get with you on the details. We appreciate him, you know, looking to help us out with more engagement. And Neil's able to come in there at 3rd place. Oh, don't, Randomize, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. I may or may not have told you about it yet, but just don't worry about it. It's all good. We will, work on the paperwork for that later. Josh is a really important part of Damascus Gaming, so I was looking to help out with social media and gaming presence. So he is always looking any way that he can. So he is, from what I'm tracking, it's a pretty considerable sum he's looking to give people that do rock the DG skin inside the game. Even if you don't compete, he'll still pay you. You just got to show proof. That is randomize_V. So in the Damascus Gaming Discord, I'll get all the details about it later. Don't get the cookie when you pay the other people, Randomize. It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. It's alright. Man, Neil is really impressed me right now with being how he is not feeling good at all. I mean, and you have to understand how bad he actually feels right now. He was practicing, and within 30 minutes, he was already getting extreme headaches. For him to be throwing down in tracks that are as hard as these, feeling as bad as he does. Really goes to show the skill that he has, man. As a tech player, Neil is at the top of this game. And on a very serious note, Randomize is the entire reason why Damascus Gaming is in Trackmania, if you did not know that. He came to me, I would say back in November, December time frame, saying, hey, we got two really good players that are looking for an organization. Do you want to compete in Trackmania? And I was like, cool. What's Trackmania? Because I had no idea what this game was, and he sent me a couple of videos, and I began to research it, and I quickly fell in love with the game. And so we signed both Nix and Neil back in January of last year. So they're coming up on their 1-year anniversary with Damascus Gaming. And we have never looked back. They have been killing it. They've had a unbelievably dominating run in the Trackmania World Tour, NCSA, both Stage 1 and Stage 2. And now we're just kind of waiting to see what the word is going to be on how competitions are going to be moving forward in the game that we love so much, man. Trackmania is one of my favorite games to spectate. I love watching people compete in this game. It is extremely impressive. And it's why I tell people, if you do not play Trackmania, I highly recommend you go pick up the game. It is free for the base version. And if you want to get into these really cool tracks, you got to pick up Club Access, which Randomize, if you can remind me what the price is for that, I do believe it is $30 a year. It's around that price tag. It is very cheap, and you get a lot of content for your money, because there are a lot of people that get to, it's $20 now, so it's even cheaper than what it was before. But you get a lot of content in this game, and there is a phenomenal community that supports it. But go check out these tracks. Give it a try. If you think that you can do what Neil is doing right now, go give it a shot. I'm telling you what. For giggles, I went to go mess around with the Trackmania World Tour's the World Cup. And it was, not gonna lie, those tracks were pushing me around quite a bit. To be able to consistently do times like these is not easy. So mad respect to Neil today for pushing through it. And we are now seeing Megorian is getting into dangerous territory now. He is 5 points away from getting into last stand, which is not where you want to be, because you do face elimination. Neil right now is the healthiest at 27. Energy's right behind him with 16, and Puss right there with him. So the question is, who will be eliminated first? That is the question here. Spider, welcome into the chat. How you doing? Hanging out watching the legend Neil F1 as he competes in the Beacon World League at Division 1. And even though he does not feel good, my God, does he look good today. Five seconds out. Neil is most definitely playing. And here we go. Megorian has got to be feeling the pressure right now. He knows he has got to be in the top two. or he risks getting put into last stand, which is not a place you want to be right now. And he is definitely showing that he wants to be in this thing, because he is fighting really hard. The pack is almost indiscernible with how close everybody is. We're almost tire on tire as we're working through. As Neil begins to get a little bit of separation working his way through. He was doing very good on this track earlier. Coming through the dirt section of this one. Mag is right behind him. It does look like Energies might have had a bump because he's dropped back by 1.5 seconds now. As Neil works his way through the final part of this track and is able to maintain that first place. Mag did what he had to do. He staves off hitting last stand, but he is only 1 point away. It now has to be perfect runs from him. As now we see everybody but Neil dropping below 10 points. Neil doing an excellent job holding a really good line as he works his way. Mags right now really fighting hard with Puss right behind. Mag and Neil basically tire on tire right now, working their way through the dirt. As Neil begins to get a little bit ahead of Mags, but not close enough to really call anything right now, as they're really just kind of crisscrossing back and forth. Mags has got to get this first place or he's going to be hurting, and it does look too. Energies once again with the mistakes, almost back by 2 seconds at this point. And Neil actually ends up bumping Mags is going to go to last stand. Energy's last stand. Puss is going to stay in it as he got first place. I would say that that looked like Neil had a coughing fit right there at the end because he definitely lost control of the car. So last chance status right now for both Mag and Energies. Not sure what's going on with Energies right now. He was doing fairly well in this track at the beginning of the round, but he is struggling on it right now. Not sure if he has technical issues or if the pressure is getting to him, but Neil looking really good as he is just in the zone. He doesn't feel any pressure right now, being 20 points up. Feeling really healthy, looking really good. He's just got to get through. And unfortunately, looks like Energies did bump again. This is probably going to be an elimination coming up here soon. We might see two, depending on if a miracle would happen for Max, which is not going to. Neil does clinch it. Energies does take fourth. Mag's able to stay in a little bit longer, which is surprising for me personally because it looked like Energies was a really solid competitor for this one. He was getting some first place runs, was able to keep really healthy at the beginning of this one, but it just seems the steam just ran out for him. And now we can see Mags really does not want to be in last place and face elimination, so he is going to fight hard for this one. Neil and Mag both fighting hard right now. Neil doesn't want to lose any points. He wants to keep the 20 that he has, so he has room to play with as he works his way up and around. Looks like his dream is going to come to life as he does get 0. We've now got 2 last chance players. Mags and Puss, man, they are in the hot seat. If either one of them come in last place, that is it. Let's get some hype in the chat here for Neil. Not feeling good right now, but able to push through it and putting up a really outstanding performance. Man, it is always a good day to be watching some Trackmania. Doesn't matter if it's Trackmania World Tour, PAC, Beacon World League. It's always a good time, man. And I will say as well, Randomize has been running some really phenomenal tournaments recently. These Duo Cups, his new tournament style is a lot of fun to watch. And the players really did enjoy it on their last go-through. Definitely go check him out. Randomize is a phenomenal, not only player, caster, but he's an event coordinator. He does it all. And he is also, by the way, in case y'all didn't know this, he is now our esports general manager for Damascus Gaming. He oversees it all, man. And Neil, man, just looking too hot. No one can really catch up with him. And it does look like, unfortunately, Puss is going to be locked into 3rd place here as he is knocked out of this one. Which means that Mags has been able to hold on this entire time. Very impressive run here. Mags is fighting hard to stay in it, but it just looks like Neil's got a little bit too much speed. As I say that, here he comes. It's like he heard me. He's like, hang on, Moodle, don't count me out yet. It's not over till I say it's over. And even though we are obviously here rooting for Neil, I do got to say, Megorian, what a phenomenal performance out of this guy, man. He has been fighting so hard to stay in this one. As Neil comes around the dirt, working his way towards the end. If he can keep this 1st place, Mags will be out. If Mags can get up in front like he just did, he will hold on for a little while longer, and Neil does bump. And is able to get across the line first. Mags right now is in just an absolute do or die position, and he is doing. Does anybody know if Megorian plays for an org? Where is he from? I know he's from Poland. I can see the flag. I'm just saying. Okay, that's no org, okay? He plays Team Evo. Okay, got you. He's really good, man. Like, I've actually been enjoying, like, really enjoying him race. And here we go, Nix jumping in the chat. What's up, Nix? Welcome in, brother, man. Your duo has been fighting through not feeling good, man. He has really been battling this. Oh, he bumps, unfortunately. This is looking really good for Mag right now. Neil is... And it looks like that Mag bumped too. If Neil can catch up, because Mag has to get a lot of speed to go over this jump. Oh, oh my gosh, what a close finish. Whoa! They're now both last chance. Ain't no way. Whoever gets first in this one takes it all. It is literally down to the final. Neil burned through his good lead. He's got to get through this one unscathed. This is where it gets exciting. Neil right now really holding. This is unbelievably close. Mag and him are just neck and neck in this thing right now. Mistake from either is going to spell doom. Good lines here from Neil. There was a little bit of a bleed off there. Oh no! And Mags will take it. Unfortunately, the bump there at the end. I cannot believe that just happened. I'm actually speechless right now. And just everyone in the chat does know this too, by the way, Neil is unbelievably sick. Like, he has a massive headache. He's been coughing nonstop. You can definitely see where, like, that would happen. It's unfortunate. But it is what it is. I do believe... Wow, man. I do gotta say, for how bad Neil was feeling, that's really impressive. Now, I do believe that is not his final. He does have more coming. Let me see what we got going on right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to throw up a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back once I figure this out. So just stand by for me for a minute.
clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas.
On this island, I'm feeling like I'm prime time in this prime. I should be coolin', why would you tempt me? Look at my temperature. I could just lose it, but I'm not losing, bitch, I'm an emperor. Pity the fool, the foolish has been snoozing like it's cool.
All right, let's actually jump over to this one so y'all can see my face. So Neil is gonna be staying in server 4. We've got about 6 minutes before the next one goes off. Yeah, man, crazy finish. That was wild. I will say to Mags, that was well deserved. Mags fought hard to get there to the end. It's just unfortunate. I do believe that if Neil was not feeling sick, that he would have actually done even better than he's doing right now. That is in no way shade to Mags. Mags 100% earned that win. But very, very impressive from everybody that just raced in that server, man. That was phenomenal. Really, really good. Just goes to show, man, the caliber of players that we have in the Beacon World League. Excited to see where this thing goes. So we got a lot of really good stuff happening. Still, still waiting to see, hopefully, where we get with the Trackmania World Tour. I'd like to see something from coming up soon about that, but I do want to see more Trackmania tournaments, man. We need more stuff happening. So right now we're just kind of chilling. We are just chilling. We were waiting. I see we got 12 people total. Not sure where they're all lined up at. If you're on Twitch or YouTube, say what's up. Say hey. Let me know that I'm not talking to myself. I would appreciate it. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. Start acting like one streamers, man. Get all crazy with it. Oh, if you guys, by the way, let me know if you guys would like to see the Damascus Gaming channel used for more than just tournaments. If you want to see the guys get on, see it for like community events and stuff, let us know. I will definitely put that out there. I would like to start getting this channel more active. Because it's definitely, it goes down, it goes quiet for a long time, which really does throw. So, let me know if you guys want to see stuff like that up. We can definitely make some Trackmania community events and stream them. We can do Mortal Kombat, Fortnite, whatever you guys want to do, man. Let me know. I'm all about it. But obviously, Trackmania is always going to be a soft spot in Moodle's heart. CD, your maps are phenomenal, dude. You do a great job mapping, man. I won't even... Listen... I'm also a great mapper, okay? Great mapper, right? I can make 4 left turns. Complete the track. Takes me, 5 minutes. But I'll tell you what. It is the greatest NASCAR-style track you'll ever see. It's clean. There's no graphics or anything, but, yeah, Oh, man. We are just waiting here. Hopefully... I'm not sure if they are resetting... Let me see what's going on with the beacon. I will say, too, they are doing a really, really good job. I'm very, very impressed with these so far. They've done a great job setting all this stuff up. There is nobody in the server yet. Okay. Now we get to sit here in awkward silence and stare at each other. Hi. We just wait, man. Stare. Come on, stare. Everyone, staring contest. I'm gonna win. Oh, dude. So, out of curiosity, I know everyone here plays Trackmania. What else do you guys play? Do you guys play like any other games besides Trackmania? Like for me, I'm a big Escape from Tarkov fan because I like suffering and pain, and that game gives it to me in great quantities. You play Trackmania and Trackmania. That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one too. EU4 CD. You've got to get with Rambo. We have EU4 sessions in Damascus gaming twice a week. Yeah, dude. We have a lot of EU4 sessions, man. I don't touch those games because, like, I'm very much like this when it comes to gaming. You start throwing this stuff in there, and yeah, nope. So, yeah, playing life, that's fair. It's good to get outside and touch grass. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with touching grass. I do keep hoping that... Oh, you're gonna ban me? It didn't show the, Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna get banned, y'all. I think Neil's gonna take me out. Look, we all know that Neil basically runs DG. I just exist. It's Neil's company, okay? I just exist here. I just pay for everything. But he owns and runs it. We got about 43 seconds before we're into the next one. Probably gonna accelerate it a little bit though, so everyone's in at the ready. Yeah, they're gonna accelerate it, so we are getting ready to jump in on this thing. Alright. Wait, am I... Heyo! Alright. I had a panic attack for a second there because it threw my name into the stats, and I was like, please don't tell me that I just actually joined as a player. I would have lost it, dude. You want to watch a CEO panic? Join a spectator as a player. Throw the whole thing off. That'd be phenomenal. I would literally retire tomorrow. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. Oh, goodness. That'd have been the end, y'all. That'd have been the end. That would have been it. It would have been over. Moodles would have been completely and totally wrecked. I would have given up. Well, here we go. I think I lost Neil. I lost Neil. Oh no. I will say I do appreciate them keeping Neil in server 4 just because it makes my life easy. I don't have to go anywhere. And Neil unfortunately pumps right off the rip. I have not seen this track yet. This one... really good looking tech track though. I love the aesthetic that Beacon World League has done with these, man. They look really, really good. A little bit of a shaky entrance coming in on that one. Just trying to see right now. Get a layout of the track. Alright, for real this time. And for those of you just joining, Neil is very, very sick today, and he is still racing. He was able to clinch second in the races that just took place, and now we are in the second. He is still fighting hard here. So, if you can imagine playing a difficult track such as this, well, you already feel awful, and you're able to keep up with top players, because you yourself are a top player, that's very impressive. And Neil was telling me that he was a little bit nervous going into it because he was saying he wasn't able to practice as much as he wanted to because of how bad he was feeling. But I do got to say, he is looking really solid on these tracks. Not really sure what the DG car is doing right there, but someone get a mechanic, please. Mechanic, please, anybody? Mechanics to the pit, please. Might be a really good idea for a game, you know what I mean? Do a racing game where you have to actually pay real money to get your car fixed. Am I on just chatting? You gotta be kidding me. Thank you, Nix. Can any of the mods that are in... Let me see if I can do this over the restream. Stand by. Trackmania. Done. Thank you, noob. I don't know why. I feel like restreams are like a little bit glitched. Because it doesn't always update the game category. It's a great program, don't get me wrong, it's just... And here we see Neil right now really fighting it out. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Christmas came early, kids. Oh. By the way, do you all like the little Beacon World League logo in the bottom right that comes up and spins around a little bit? I put that in there. I actually created that whole thing. Do you feel like that's good, or is that too distracting? I'm trying to make it this as clean as possible so it's not a lot of stuff happening on screen. Because I like it being cleaner than it being cluttered. This is my personal opinion. Cleaner is always better than complicated. Dude, Neil is just killing it, man. For how bad he is feeling right now. And Neil does feel right at home on this track. He's been racing it a bunch today. Unfortunately, he does hit the wall as he's coming out. But he's ready to send it on this one. Come on, Neil. Let's go, baby! And there it is. Neil letting the lobby know who he is. Excellent, excellent race right there. Good job, brother man. He's out here killing it. So now the question is, you're Neil, you win the whole thing today, right? What are you doing next? If you were Neil, what are you going to do next? And you didn't feel like death. If I was Neil, I'd probably go to Disney World. And not for the rides, for the food, because I'm going to eat a bunch. That's what happens when you start having kids, and you go to Disney World, you just start eating food at Disney World. Man, good job by Neil here. Really doing some outstanding work right now. He is really trying to stave off the bleeding he's been doing. It does, let's see, so Bozbez is going to be the healthiest right now with Barbos and Nico both tied up. And Neil down not by much. He's coming back into this one pretty well. If he can just consistently stay up in these top positions, he's going to get right back into this thing. That's the thing about Trackmania. This game is not about, dominating one track. It's about consistently doing well across multiple tracks. You can be an absolute dominating player on one track, and it's not going to take you anywhere. This game will really test and push your abilities as a player. And the best tournaments do that in the most consistent way possible. And now we see Barbos from Germany holding that first place position with Neil right behind him. And Neil, man, really keeping his foot down on this. And for the first time since this started, there is a player that is right beside him. Neil's just got to keep going, keep getting more points. Barbos held a really good first place with Bozbez right behind and Neil right on top of him. It's pretty much tire on tire for Bozbez and Neil. As it looks like Barbos did lose a little bit of speed there. He's going to get bypassed. With Bozbez and Neil with the snipe. Barbos is going to drop down to fourth in that run, which is actually insane to think about. He did make a little bit of a mistake there, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But it ended up being a massive deal for him. Because with that, he lost 10 points. Man, that DG car looks good. Woo! Throw that baby in the Damascus Gaming Club. If you want to race and look like Neil. It all starts with the skin. You gotta wear the skin. Because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you race good. This is how it is, man. Science. Science-y. So more like some facts you got off the National Enquirer than an actual realistic, like, science magazine. But hey, we'll take it. So this warm-up still going on, as you see up at the top right now. Bozbez is the healthiest, having just gotten below 70. Barbos about 11 points behind him at 58. Neil at 54 and Nico down at 51. If you were in the last part of the stream, when Neil and Mags were going at it, Neil started off with 20 points ahead. So, these points, they can go away quick. Your position at the beginning is not your guaranteed position at the end. So as this works its way through more and more, you're going to see a lot more upsets, I get the feeling. Let's see if Neil can bring this thing around and get back up on the board. And here we go. All four players starting off pretty much right on top of each other. Neil does bump on the inside there. So he comes into the dirt section here. Barbos does hold a really good first place with, it looks like Nico's in second. And it does Barbosa's drop behind now, so they are all just right on top of each other at this moment. We see Neil kind of does side out, looks a little tiny bit there, but not too bad. Neil is fighting hard to get back up with these guys. And he will come in last place, taking 10 points off. Nico loses 4. Barbos with 7. Bozbez looking really, really good. As you see right now, Bozbez and Nico really fighting for first place. Barbos is holding a little bit ahead of Neil right now as they come through the plastic here. And Barbos does have a pretty good mess up right there, which can allow Neil to shoot in front of him. As Neil's tires touch grass once again. Bozbez and Nico are still up fighting for first place as they work their way through the last part of the track. -7 for Neil on that one. Barbo's taking a really big hit on that one with a -10. I highly recommend you guys jump on and give these things a try. I'm telling you, these tracks, they look like you can do them. You think you're like, oh, like, this is easy, but the looks are very deceiving. These tracks are incredibly difficult. If you don't play Trackmania, you'll think to yourself, like, oh yeah, I can do this. This is not Mario Kart. Every texture. Oh, unfortunately, Neil bumps so hard coming through. That's really going to throw him down. We can always tell, unfortunately, when Neil starts coughing, it really ends up getting to him. Oh! He was able to snipe Nico. Whoa. Was not expecting that. Was definitely not expecting that one. Nico, unfortunately, had a really big mess up right there at the end, which did end up costing him. Neil right now got some really good life in him. He's holding a very aggressive pace here. Oh, good save by Neil. Neil's going to go down to 23 alongside Nico. Barbo's down to 34. Oh, Neil! Oh, it's a warm-up. I wasn't even paying attention for a second, looking at Twitter. I thought it was a race. Casting warm-up. Iridium, you're funny, dude. I like you, man. Oh, dude, I was like, let's check the Twitter real quick. I totally just, like, brain dumped. I was like, that man did not just launch that hard off the track, dude. Oh, dude, that was good. Clip it. Oh, that was funny. You need to put, when you're spectating, like, this big, bold, yellow flashing, like, warm-up flashing on the screen. With a little text underneath it going, Moodles, that includes you. Because apparently I can't read. Alright, now we're into the actual racing. Here we go, man. We're getting pretty close here. We might see some eliminations on this track, depending on how it goes. But 23 points away from facing a last chance is not a lot of points. That can come up very quickly if you're not careful. Barbos, Boz, and Neil looking really good. Nico's in the back right now, but he's still right there with the leaders. Here they come to the final stretch. And Neil able to come across in second. 1/10 of a second behind Barbos. Nico now 13 points away. Neil 19. Boz is just not dropping fast enough for the likes of their players right now. He was able to lose some points after not having dropped any on the last track. He stayed 69 for basically the whole time. Neil's got to start making a move here. He's right with the leaders. But it's time to start pushing a little more aggressively here. As Barbos is up in front, Boz is right behind. And here they come through the final stretch. Oh, no! Neil did not have enough momentum to get through. And that is going to cost him 10, unfortunately. Ain't no way. You've really got to ask the question, too. Like, if he was at full strength right now, what would his performance be like? I know you gotta play with the cards you're dealt, but it still keeps creeping up in my mind. But Neil's a true competitor, and he ain't gonna stop going no matter how he's feeling. And by the way, if you want to check out more about DG, go check out the website, damascusgaming.com. It's in the chat right there with the Nightbot, if you're on the Twitch side. Unfortunately, Neil does bump. If he can't catch up, this will put him into a last chance position. But he won't be out of it yet. As long as he can get across the line. So yeah, it is going to drop Neil into last chance. And actually also Nico. Oh, Neil did bump a little bit here. He's got to get up in front. And Boz, I think, just bumped a little bit there, too. He definitely lost some speed coming out of that one. This might be a chance for Neil to make a little bit of a move here, but he gets momentum back up. It really just depends right now on how well Boz races towards the end here. Nico looking really good. Barbo's got a really nice lead up in front. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be it for Neil. And that is it. GG's. Good races out of Neil. I'm proud of my guy, man. You gotta be proud for Neil, dude. Really outstanding racing out of him. He fought hard, went as hard as he could. But that is going to be it. Just for this week, though. It's not over yet. Let me verify that he is... It should be the last one from today. We are good. All right, Neil. Dude, good job, man. Go get some rest, brother. I know you're not feeling well. GG's, dude. You crushed it, man. Especially with how bad you were feeling. Yeah, 100%, man. You did really, really well. How many points did you get? Okay, 11 points for week 1. That's awesome. I shake for the guys, man, when they realize how good you're going to be when you're actually feeling full strength, dude. It's going to be something else, man. Okay, let's jump back to this. Now here's my question. Do I want to keep watching the end of this? Or do you want me to end it right here? It's up to you all. It's your call. I will go back to the gameplay if you want me to go back. Can you watch it? Alright, I got y'all. Let's do this. Alright, let's jump on board. Who's Boz up in first right now? Let's do... Oh, yeah, she's in third. Where am I at? We're still the warm-up, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright, no worries. Oh, right. So the question is, what are the histories of these guys, man? Help me out with this. So we got Boz, Barbos, and Nico. And that is definitely, I'm about to say, because Barbos looks very familiar. He plays on Boz? Really? Okay. You can play this on a mouse? That's impressive. Alright, so we got Barbos, who's a TMCL player. Bozbez is an absolute freak of nature. Is able to do... That's insane, dude. Got you, okay. So 3 really top-level players. And then Neil is better than all of them. That's just crazy. When is your next match? Saturday at what time? Do you have a time? The same time? Okay, cool. Too easy, man. You know, I'll be in my chair casting, LOLs.
Ken Riddle's most professional Trackmania caster of all time. I believe they are driving on some kind of surface. They are now transitioning to a different type of surface. It looks like the cars have 4 tires. And this one highlights purple. Right now, Bozbez is nervous that Barbos is going to pull out a blue shell and blow him off the map.
Yeah, dude, I mean... You're not wrong. I just have a good time with it, dude. Like, I love watching Trackmania, but when it comes to all the intricate parts that happen in Trackmania, that's why I prefer when randomized casts, just because he understands the games to such a level that I don't understand it yet. So it gives a really awesome feel when you get to watch these streams when randomized is a part of it. When I'm the only one doing it, I do it more of like a watch party style. We just kind of hang out and talk and have a good time. So we just kind of, hang out, and if something cool happens, then I'll talk about it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, I'm like the next greatest caster coming up. Ain't going to happen. But I appreciate that, Iridium. Ender? How far is he up? That's awesome, dude. That's really great to see. Dude, I don't know, man. Boz... This dude just looks untouchable, man. He is just a threat and a half. So, Neil, where do you estimate that's going to put you in seating for next week? Like, where are you going to be at overall? If I were competing, I'd probably be in, like, Division 18. It would just be me. If I complete the tracks, then, you know, I get points. I would literally eliminate myself in probably, like, the first, like, 10 minutes. I'd still lose to Iridium. That's how bad I am, dude. They'd be like, nah, like the map won that one. I'm just still floored with the fact that Boz can race with a mouse, dude. My goodness. Barbo's able to stay in it, dude. This is gonna, well, watch this turn into, like, the Duo Cup where Dummy just refused to die. Like, he just kept going. That man said, I refuse to go into the dark. You are stuck in here with me. I may have been late, but I ain't gonna leave early. Dude, there is no shot Barbo's about to do this, is he? I will literally lose it, guys, if he does this. If he bleeds Bozbez down. It's like 3 o'clock before this ends. Oh, Boz. Boz, what are you doing, man? Oh, dude, watch this happen, dude. This is like it's like Dummy like 2.0. Hope y'all were there for that, man. That was so crazy. Dummy just refused to go down. We were all in the VC just screaming. It's like, this dude, man, he just doesn't stop. Like, he just kept going. It was like the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, no shot. Dude, there's no shot, bro. Come on, Boz. Get up there, man. Come on, baby. Come on, Boz. You know what it is? He's feeling the pressure. He knows that Moodles was watching him. He knows the kind of caliber that I bring to this environment. And he's starting to shake in his feet. That's what it is. I get it, man. You know, I'm impressive, but it's okay, boss. I'm rooting for you, my man. Dude, there's no shot we're actually doing this, right? I don't know, Neil. You gotta be careful, man. I'm telling you, upsets happen all the time, dude. Oh, Bob's looking really good right now. Did Barbos bump? Oh! Boz is looking really good, man. That's it. It's over. Unless Boz has, like, some catastrophic bump. It's over. It's over. There's no shot. Come on. I'm about to say, dude, there's no way. You are literally right there, my man. Woo! GG's, baby. Solid. Look, I took 5th! I took 5th! Give me my points. Where are my points? I want my points, man. Get me in there, baby. Come on. Lock in. Lock in. Yeah, Neo, go get some sleep, dude. Go relax. Alright, everybody. That is it for our first stream of the Beacon World League. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Hopefully we'll have randomized on so we can actually get some like realistic casting in this thing. And yeah. Good job, man. Neil, you killed it, dude. I'm proud of you. Phenomenal performance today. I think when you come back next week and feeling better, you're really going to bring it. So I'm not, I think they're going to see a whole new Neil. So it's going to be good. Recommend, by the way, go check out so 10th overall. Nice. 10th overall. Make sure you guys go check out the Damascus Gaming website. We've been working on the website. It's getting updated. We are going to do a full overhaul of the website in March. Other good news, my COO, Luis, just moved from Puerto Rico to El Paso. He's now here in the city because we got a bunch of big things happening with DG. We also have just joined the El Paso Chamber of Commerce, so we are now a part of that. We got a whole bunch of good things that are coming out for DG. If you want to support us in any way, please go to our Patreon and subscribe. If you want to get some awesome merch, we do get percentages of all of it. And you can also buy merch specifically for Neil and Nix in our store, and that percentage goes to them. So you can really help out everybody in DG. You know, we are El Paso Esports. We got a lot of really awesome things that are coming. So stay tuned. We will be back next week. And if you guys have any advice or tips that you want to give out, man, on how you'd like to see things happen in DG or like events and whatnot, let us know in the Discord. We will see you all next week.